So this is up until slavery ends. So so these people have people watching over them, you know, the dead slaves, and also the relatives of the dead slaves, and, you know, all of the people in this kingdom, right? So, like, but the thing is that, like, everybody else on earth is trying to be God, and so these people get lost in the world of God, right? They get lost in the world of God. They also get lost in the world of American control of information. Alright, so America, built by these white people, you know, Masons who were trying to control reality, you know, very, like, I was talking to my father about this. My father. I was talking to the guy that I live with, you know, who who had sex with the woman that I live with to produce me. Anyway, I was talking to the guy that I live with. Hold on, that sounds odd. Anyway, I was talking about this earlier. Let's see. It just sounds odd. Anyway, because saying that I talk to my father, but it's weird because I don't believe in, like, fatherhood anymore. I don't think of my father as my father. I think of him as the guy that I live with, who pays for, like, certain things because of certain things. It's a little personal. I might cut that out. Anyway, hey, what was that all about? Hold on. I might leave that in because that's hilarious. Anyway. So, like, how much time has passed since the cut? Shit, there was no cut. I'm just able to move like that because I'm a computer program, like Max Headroom. Anyway, so eventually, the blacks were freed as slaves, right? But the white people, who enjoyed turning the black people into a lesser breed, right? Yay, I am your master, and your name is James, right? Okay, master, you're the master, and I'm James, right? Yes, you are James, and you will do as you're told, boy. I don't even know what that means, but you have a whip, and I know that you showed me how to pick the cotton out of this field, so I'm gonna do that. Very good, James. Alright, see you later, motherfucker. Yes, see you later, motherfucker. Anyway, alright, so Master here, right, liked to create this weirdo dimension, or this weirdo thing where, like, these black people, who are the fucking same thing as they are just considered to be, like, you know, a slave class, right? That makes these guys feel like they are king, and make these people feel like they are, you know, lowly serfs in a world where these people are pretending that they are, you know, democratic peoples. Oh yeah, I was gonna say that the Declaration of Independence. Wow, that John Hancock fellow really was an asshole for signing it so. For signing his name so huge, right? John Hancock. It's like, if you actually look at it, if you go to Wikipedia.com, if you go to Wikipedia and look up Declaration of Independence and take a look at it, here's the Declaration, right? Here's all the text, and then there's John Hancock's signature, right? Because he wrote it. And then there are all these other people who are like, hey, we're also people who are, and then John Hancock signed it, and then we continued to sign it, and John Hancock was just an asshole, right? That's revisionist history, folks. John Hancock wrote the Declaration of Independence. That is the fucking deal. Moving on. Woo! Anyway, so, let's see. So then the slaves were freed, and then they started to receive educations, you know, not just Frederick Douglass, but, like, they began to become educated, and they started to blend in with the population of America, as did the Native Americans at some point. I'm not going to go into it, you know, with, like, dates and stuff, but, like, they started to intermingle with the Native Americans, but not really. The Native Americans were, like, herded off to reservations, and the black people were considered to be above the Native Americans, you know. Then the Chinese came over, and then like the railroads were built at some point, and then like the Chinese and then the Japanese came over. But the thing is that like jazz came about, right? And like I watched the Electric Miles DVD, and I think it's Pete Cosey was talking about how the word jazz came from the whorehouses. And the black jazz musicians, or the black musicians, the pianists, were told to jazz it up, so that the fucking could go quicker, So like, yeah, I'm tired of fucking jazz it up, because they'd only be able to fuck for the length of the song. So like, let's see. So then jazz came about, and then like the whole weird culture of like people saying like, oh, I don't know, but like something is mighty strange going on, boy. Something strange is going on, right? And so then like, so then you have people like talking like, yeah, this, that, and the other thing, and like that just sounds like people to me. Oh, I don't know. Sure, and it is the way it is. They're just Southerners, but with like a black twang. Well, I don't know something. Those are just like black rednecks, so to speak. They're just like black Southerners, So like, oh, I don't know, something's going on, mighty strange out there, and like, what's that all about? That's just flair. Oh shit, are you serious? God damn, that is fucking crazy. It's just fun to do that shit. Whereas like, what they watched was just like, are you serious? God damn. Well, god damn it. That is the damnedest thing I ever heard. So, black version, god damn. Well, that's the damnedest thing I ever heard, right? So it's all about comedy, right? So blacks got into comedy, and they decimated the whites, right? Now, they're good white comedians. The Marx Brothers, the Three Stooges, the three guys that were in that movie that I saw. I don't remember their names, but if they were called something like the Cheerio Brothers, then I would remember. But they're like Polish, or like they're from like Holland, the Netherlands or something. It's funny because like I don't really care where those places are, or like I know where those places are roughly. Where the Netherlands again? It's like let me draw Europe again for you guys. Here's England, and here's Ireland. And I guess, over here is like France and then Spain, Anyway, but you guys can look them up. They were on, it was some movie about, it was like the Great American Broadcast or something. And like these three guys were comedians, and like, they come in and they're like, here, I'll look it up, hold on. I got the internet right here. I know some of you already know who these guys are, maybe. Alright, let's see. The Great American Broadcast. This memory. Alright, and these comedians, or I don't know if they're comedians, but these brothers... Oh, they're comedians. Stradivarians. Alright, the Stradivarians, or the Weirs. Harry Weir, Herbert Weir, and Sylvester Weir. These guys have their physical comedy so perfect that I decided to mention them in this projection. So, check it out. It's called The Great American Broadcast, and these guys are amazing. Their physical comedy, their timing, awesome. Alright? Now, like, there are also some really great black dancers who do, like, really great numbers. And, like, I guess you see them first, and they're very impressive. But then you see the Stradivarians, and I'm not saying anything about, like, race or anything. I'm saying something about, like, just these guys. I wish there were white performers that weren't as good as these guys. But, like, because, you get, like, black points, and I have a lot of them. Let's tally the score. Black, I've got a lot. Alright, white. Oh yeah, a lot of white, Asian, we'll draw a pot of gold because, they're golden gods, right? And then, Native Americans, and I'll just draw a feather, right? All of these guys love the shit out of me. No, they do, obviously.